Good afternoon, everyone. I am Maria Daisy Luis G. Ortiz, and I am your discussant for today. My topic is this is continuation of Peter Ryan Arlige's topic in chapter 4. My assigned topic is we were going to discuss first the Mesoamerican period in 1200 BC to 3rd century. So first we need to figure out what is Mesoamerica. Meso means middle. These Mesoamerica cultures are early advanced civilization of Mexico. First, there were many unique groups inhabiting this region over time, but for our purposes, we are going to focus on the Olmec, Maya, and Aztec.
So first is the Olmec. So Olmec is the top of the society or priests and nobles who lived in ceremonial centers. In Olmec society, priests and nobles were the most powerful people. They lived in special places where they performed religious ceremonies and made important decisions for the community. That's for Olmec. And also, the Olmec emerged greatly because the area they inhabited was a great natural habitat. There was good soil and also plenty of water. Kaya pangsasaka ang kanilang kabuhayan doon. So, at kaya nasabing mahalagang makilala ang Olmec kasi nakilala itong mother culture. And also the Olmecs ay nakilala rin sa kanilang mga inukit na naglalakihang batong ribultong ulo. So, ang ulong ito ay nagpapakita ng kanilang mga pinuno o Diyos. Ito ay kinikilala nilang mga pinuno nila. So yes, siguro ginagaya nila yung mukha through pag-ukit sa mga bato. So yes, for example, this one, the colossal heads carved by Olmecs. Ganto yung mga naglalakihang ulo. And also the hieroglyphic were the earliest form of writing. So this is the example of hieroglyphic. Yes, that's one. So hieroglyphic is writing system that uses single characters to represent an idea or a word rather than letters to record language. So yes, mas ginagamit nila yung more on drawing or picture sila. Kumbaga mas ginagamit nila kaysa sa mga letra na inideliver nila. So by this picture or litrato, pag sinong pinapadalhan mo ay naiintindihan nila ito. So that's for Olmec. So yes, this is the earliest form of writing. And next is Maya in 300 BC to 900 AD. So developed methods of farming such as shifting agriculture and rice bed farming. So here is the shifting agriculture is when farmers grow crops in one place for few years, then move to a new area to let the soil rest. So yes, that's for shifting. And for to rice bed farming, in when crops are planted in rice soil beds to improve drainage and soil quality. So both methods help farmers grow food in different environments. That's for Maya. And also here in Maya, had strong religious traditions, worshiping many gods who represented different aspects of life using their expert knowledge of mathematics and astronomy. They developed an extremely accurate calendar, which is example of that is the solar calendar. The solar calendar is with 365 days. This is the solar calendar, that one. So yes, I don't know if it's still existing in so malabo na naman, 'di ba, na nag-exist pa yan. So masasabi nating merong mga bagay na ganyan, pero sa mga siguro na sa mga museum na. So kasi iba na yung ano natin, 'di ba, yung calendar. Minsan ang nakalagay is mga picture na ng mga artista, that one. So yes, kadalasan pag sinasabing calendar ngayon is nasa na talaga siya, sa papel. The last civilization is the Aztecs. So the Aztecs were a strong civilization in central Mexico from the 20th century to 15th century. So their capital built on an island in a lake. They were great farmers, warriors, and builders, known for their floating garden. So nakakita na ba kayo ng floating gardens? So this is the floating gardens. Tinatawag nila itong chinampas, often known as floating gardens, are man-made island that were built by breeding reeds with stakes below the water. So, 'di ba ang ganda? So, paano kaya nila to naisip na gumawa ng ganto? And also in the Aztecs is naniniwala silang na believe that illness is a punishment from the gods, but still uses herbs and medicine for treatment. So that's for Aztecs. Sinasabi dito is people thought sickness was a punishment from God, but still use herbs and medicine to get better. They believe both faith and healing could work together. So yes, naniniwala sila ang sakit is punishment galing sa kanilang Diyos. So yes, galing sa kanilang Diyos, but still napapagaling din ito ng mga herbs or medicine.
So now let's proceed to Middle East in 17th century. So Middle East is a term used to describe a geographic location that extends from Egypt to Afghanistan, where Islam around. So yes, Islam, however, is a religious of rules and laws that begins in the 17th century. and follows the teaching of Muhammad, who was believed by Muslims as their messenger of God. Islam is also an Arabic word symbolized by 5 obligatory acts of the 5 pillars of Islam. So there are 5 pillars of Islam. First is the Shahada, means witness. Salat means worship. Saum means fasting. Zakat means eating. Hajj means pilgrimage. That's the 5 pillars of Islam. However, similar to Christianity, has the Bible Islam's holy book. So pinangalanan nilang Quran or Quran. That's the name of their Bible. So that's in the Middle East in 17th century. And now let's proceed to contributions. Muslim contribution in the field of geography. Salat prayers required knowledge in the geography to note the directions of the Qibla and the direction that should be faced when Muslim pray. In 1166, Al-Idrisi produced very accurate maps, including a world map that has continents, mountains, and rivers, and the famous cities. Muslims are great navigators for the expedition of the countries. Ferdinand Magellan and Christopher Columbus imported Muslim navigators.
Muslim contribution to mathematics. Muslim invented symbols to express an unknown quantity. They made use of zero and decimal system. Muhammad Musa al-Khwarizmi, which is one of the first directors of House of Wisdom, introduced algebra in solving equation. That's for mathematics. And for Muslim medical contributions, Arabs made use of human cadaver to study and understand its anatomy and physiology. This works was translated into Latin and was used as a textbook in Europe after the 17th century. So, for our last is the African Revolution. So, like other Asian civilizations were early innovators in science and technology, they developed their knowledge independently without European influence. Their major contributes including advancement in mathematics, architectures, engineering, medicine, and navigation. So there are a lot of contribution in Africans. First is the counting. So Africans develops early counting systems such as tally marks, which later influenced numerical concept. So for our next is mathematics. So many many mathematical ideas like geometry and algebra were first explored in Africa and later spread worldwide. So there are a lot. So architecture, astronomy, accurate calendar, medical practices, and both buildings. So that's the contribution in African Revolution. That would be all in my assigned topic. I hope na meron kayong natutunan. Thank you for listening.